Hot flashes have been a big part of my life over the last few years, starting with chemotherapy and now during hormone therapy treatment. I have come up with a few things that I've noticed really set my hot flashes off. So today I'm going to share those with you, but not only that, I'm going to share the substitutions that I've found helpful so that I can still enjoy my food but pass on the hot flash aspect. My name is Chelsey. I am a breast cancer survivor, and I've created this channel to share what I've learned with you to help make your treatment perhaps just a little bit easier, but also create a space where all of us feel less alone. So let's get into it. One of the very first things I noticed affected me during chemotherapy treatment was the morning coffee that was part of the ritual on the way to chemotherapy. And I didn't clue in right away, but after a while, I noticed that it made me so hot and so uncomfortable that in the end, I ended up passing on it. And I really missed that morning coffee. After chemotherapy, I got back into it, but now on hormone therapy, I find that it does make my hands really hot, it makes my face hot, and I get uncomfortable. And I've been pushing through that for the last couple of years, and I finally clued in: decaffeinated coffee. So I want to share with you a couple of options that I've been trying. It's a brand new thing, but I'm really enjoying it. So I can't say that this is my favorite because it is the very first one I've tried, but it is vanilla hazelnut decaffeinated coffee, and I have found that it doesn't make me as hot and bothered from the hot flashes as my full calf coffee did. And the other thing I'm starting to play around with now that we're coming into fall and I'm wanting to be cozy is tea. I'm not typically a tea drinker, but I'm just finding that I'm wanting more than that coffee in a day. And I'm trying out these kind of fruit flavored ones because they don't have caffeine in it. And it also serves as a little bit of a sweet tooth curber to have after breakfast, or I have them in the evening too. And not only do they help the hot flashes, but they kind of help to curb my sweet tooth. So a couple of options for you there to still enjoy your cup of joe, but not the hot flashes. Sugar is the next thing I've found really sets my skin off and makes me feel really hot. And it seems like it would be a really good excuse to avoid sugar, but being realistic with myself, that is not going to happen. I'm probably still going to want to have a sweet treat once in a while because I really do believe in food that is nourishing, but also enjoying it. So I'm going to share with you a couple of ideas and options that I've been utilizing that I have found is helpful. Let's grab them here for you. I've got 3 different things here. So I am a chocolate lover. So the first thing that I found is transitioning to something that has a really high content of chocolate, like a dark chocolate, as opposed to a milk chocolate that has more sugar. I found that does help, but chocolate still does kind of tweak me if I have too much of it, so be gentle. The other thing I've been looking into and trying more of is no sugar added options. I do find that it doesn't activate my hot flashes as much and it still tastes good. And then the next thing is not chocolate at all, but if you are someone who likes those Purdy's hazelnut hedgehogs, this is essentially that without the chocolate. So this is one of my faves right now. Almond hazelnut nut butter. I actually eat this with a spoon in the evening as one of my nighttime treats. And this one doesn't bring on a hot flash in the slightest. I find that sometimes even the really dark chocolate does, and sometimes the no sugar added does, but this does not. This is hot flash free. So a couple of options for you there. I did find during chemotherapy and now hormone therapy, if I want to have something hot, it makes me hot and I stay hot for the entire time I'm eating it and after I'm done. So it's really uncomfortable. And typically I don't mind having bland food. However, I have been wanting to be a little bit more adventurous lately, and I've become bored of the bland. So I'm going to share a few spices with you that are super easy to use, because trust me, I am the most minimalist cook ever, and these are really good on a lot of different things. So I'm just going to share 3 with you today. The first one, simple garlic powder. I use this a ton. I put this on my naan bread in the morning. I put it on yam fries at night, potato fries. I put it on veggies. It can go on so many things, and it's so easy and good, and it doesn't cause hot flashes. The next thing that I just found really liking is Greek seasoning. A little bit more of a Mediterranean feel, if you will. It's really good on veggies. It's good on shrimp. My husband tried it on chicken, but I didn't try that yet. But once again, it's super easy. Just shake this on with a little olive oil and it's tasty. And then the next thing is just a barbecue chicken blend. I use this all the time just on chicken breast, and it adds a little bit of flavor, but it doesn't add that hot flavor, and once again, doesn't bring on the hot flashes. So these are really fun and easy. I am someone who has always has a sensitivity to dairy. It has always upset my stomach and made me bloated and not feel good at all. But as of late, since starting hormone therapy, I've really noticed that within 10 minutes of having some dairy, my hands get hot, my face gets hot, my body gets completely antsy, and I just become uncomfortable. So I've been looking for different dairy substitutes. It's not something that I have often in my life, but it is something that I like to enjoy once in a while. So I'll share a few options with you here. All right, so going back to the morning coffee, I do like to cream that up a little bit. I've gone with silk creamer, as you can see, hazelnut again. I am a hazelnut fan, and it doesn't have too much sugar in it, which is nice because that would be counterproductive, but it does have a little bit, but it doesn't activate my skin and my hot flashes too much. The next thing I've been enjoying is coconut yogurt. I always get the plain because it doesn't have sugar in it. Let me just double check that. Yeah, no sugar in it, which is huge for those hot flashes as well. And then without the dairy, it doesn't hurt my stomach and it doesn't activate the hot flashes. I will warn you that the plain doesn't quite have the same flavor that you would get from vanilla or a different flavor, but I find that over time my taste buds get used to having foods with less sugar in it, and things just taste more sweet over time, and I get used to it. And the next one I've been doing is cashew milk. Once again, you can see it's unsweetened. Does that see? Yeah, so it has 0 sugar in it. I've been using this like in my porridge or in cereal, mostly just those two. It wouldn't very often just have a glass of it. That's not something that I'm used to, but these options have been really good to keep the hot flashes down and still enjoy a little bit of creamy taste. The last category I want to share with you is possibly the most aggressive for me, and that is alcohol. I'm not a big drinker by any means. I do enjoy having a social beverage once in a while or having a drink to celebrate something, but I found with hormone therapy, even just having that one drink, absolutely just, I can feel it coming up into my body. I can feel it in my face, feel it in my hands, and it's so uncomfortable. I would have to say this is the biggest one for me. And when I thought about it and why having a drink is something that I would like to enjoy, it isn't because of the alcohol content in it. It's more just the feeling that I associate with having a drink, having that celebratory special treat. So if it's not about the alcohol, it's more about having something special, then why not just create a non-alcoholic drink that is something special? So what I've been trying recently is having variations of carbonated drinks and making them a virgin cocktail that's still special, that I still feel like I'm enjoying the moment, I'm celebrating, but it's not making me feel terrible. So a couple of options here. So it's really easy to purchase like lime, like sparkling water of different variations, no sugars in this, which is a really good base. Also, we have a carbonator at home. Why can't I think of the name right now? But we can make homemade carbonated water. Oh, SodaStream. We can make homemade carbonated water and then put different flavorings into that, which is really easy and helpful. So a couple of different flavorings. I typically like to have fresh flavorings. Close this. Fresh flavorings, so like if I had a lime, I would use lime. If I had lemon, use lemon. But if I don't, I do have these on hand. It's really easy just to squirt a little bit into the carbonated flavored water to give it a little something special. I've been playing around with putting different juices in it, and this past weekend I went out with a friend and they had a good list of tasty non-alcoholic drinks. The favorite one that I had was lemon, ginger, and lavender and lime, and it was so tasty. That is something that I'm gonna have to look into. I don't even know where you would get lavender to make something. If you know the answer to that, please put it in the comments, because I've thought of that before, but I have no idea where to start with lavender flavoring, or if you actually use the lavender flower. I'm not sure. But yeah, so I say if this is a challenging one for you, maybe look within and see what it is about the alcoholic beverage that you enjoy. Is it the alcohol per se, or is it more of the feeling associated with it? And can you recreate that feeling with a non-alcoholic option? So I hope these were helpful for you today. It's been a game changer for me, kind of playing around and trying these new things. And hot flashes are a pain, and it's frustrating to have to completely cut out stuff from your diet that you truly enjoy and you get something from it. So having these substitutions for me has been really helpful, so that I can still enjoy those foods but still feel good doing it. If you're finding that you're getting hot flashes from something, let me know in the comment section below. If there's a certain category that you find is more hot flash producing than the others, I'd be happy to create another video diving a little bit deeper into some of the things I've been playing around with, and I'd be happy to share that with you. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to join me again next time for more breast cancer related content designed to help you, but also make us all feel a little bit less alone. We'll see you next time. Take care.